I will taste your sweat, kiss your lips all night. I'm gonna bear my soul, sexy strangers. I'm gonna throw my heart against the wall. I'm scared, got butterflies below. I'm scared, got butterflies below. My first impressions on the Firewire was I picked it up and I was pretty interested to ride that one because you can really tell a Firewire from any other board. You can see a Firewire from a kilometre down the beach because of the wooden rails and exactly how it's been finished off. And the epoxy glass and stringerless. It's so different to any other board. It's so unique in its own way. There's not any other board in the world that replicates it. I'd never ridden one before and it was really light when I picked it up. And they're really strong and yeah, they do the job that they need to do, that's for sure. When I first rode the Firewire, it took me a few waves to really get used to it and figure out that I was actually over surfing the waves. And when I started to sort of let it happen a bit more, it started to go really good and sort of started to flow a lot better and everything started to fall into place. I got to ride the Firewire in a variety of conditions, like a big left where it ranged from like 4 to 6 feet, and then got to ride it in a sort of wedgy, bowly right, which allowed me to open up on my turns and sort of got to feel the board out a lot more and it started to really feel nice. And the Firewire was really good because I knew it was such a strong board. It's not like your normal surfboard where I could try the big Hail Mary airs and I wouldn't be afraid to sort of stomp it into the flats, and because I was confident that it wasn't going to buckle with the epoxy and the stringer rails. It was really strong. I remember this one wave that I got where I tried a big Hail Mary alley-oop and I stomped it out to the flats and I really was surprised. I came up and the strength of the board was amazing because I looked in, there wasn't even a foot depression. Like usually I'd be scared like a normal board would buckle on something like that, but yeah, it was pretty amazing the strength of the Firewires. The great thing about the Firewire is you can find a board that you really like off them and then they can just pump out the exact same board twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's great that you can get the exact model that you really like.